Hello, my friends. It's me. It's Ken from Piercing Metal, doing a little bit more discussion on some of the recent products we've ordered and shown you in short form videos. Now, what you're looking at is my copy of the KISS 45th Anniversary Edition of Destroyer. This actually came out a couple of years ago, but I did not get myself a copy. In terms of review, sometimes you get the music for free and then you write a piece about it. Usually, though, lately we've been getting, you get digital streams of things and you log in and you listen to it and you make a commentary about it. But when it comes to KISS, I really like to have the actual disc, but time and I guess pandemic got over me with it because it came out in 2021 and I did not order a copy until recently, and I just got it. So what I was going to do is going to open it up. There was a super deluxe LP version with all sorts of cool stuff in it that ran about $1.50. I don't currently have a turntable, but I will greatly appreciate any sort of big KISS item, and but I just didn't get around to buying it. I might look for it one of these days. It should still be available. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this open. I have light above me, so I'm sorry. I don't really have a staging area, so I'm doing all of this with one hand. But I'm going to cut this open nice and neatly because I want to save this label, because the label has quite a few little bits about it. As you'll see, this is what is on this double CD edition. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm going to open it up and let's talk about what's inside, okay? Hang on. And we're back, and it's now open. This beautiful cover by the late, great Ken Kelly. This is just an amazing cover. It's just really cool. 1976 was the original release date of KISS Destroyer. And I guess it was about 10 years ago they did a version called KISS Destroyer Resurrected, which featured slightly different takes on the original album. That stuff that was cut and they put it back in and stuff. It was received with very mixed opinion. I didn't hate it, but to me this is what I would call one of those masterpiece albums for me. I'm a diehard KISS fan, so I'm going to speak pretty highly of it. So as I said, my quest to keep the little cellophane piece was done intact, and let's open it up. It opens up three ways. It does have a nice little book, and this, if you had the vinyl somewhere, this would have been one side of the insert on the vinyl, and this would have been the other side, shouted out loud with the KISS Army. But instead of shouted out loud, over here you have the lyrics to Detroit Rock City. An absolute anthem, right? And here it shows the album as if it were on Casablanca Records, which was the band's record label of note at the time. And this would be all of the outtakes and live tracks that are on this album. I'm going to put that aside. We're going to glance through the book. And again, like I said, I'm doing this with one hand. I thought this was interesting, the way they put it in, like if it was in a tape holder. Like it looks like it's in one of those tapes, and then it has an advertisement, Spirit of 76 KISS. So like I said, I don't really have a staging area to do any of this stuff, but there's a whole narrative here by Ken Sharp, who wrote a couple of books about KISS. The backstory, pictures from Colony Books. Lots of text, lots to read. So sit down, if you get yourself a copy of this, sit down with something that you like to drink and just enjoy reading about this historic album. These are pictures from the tour, talking about the recording sessions with input from Gene, Ace, Paul, Peter, and Bob Ezrin. So lots and lots of text. Not as many images as I would have liked, and it's not glossy. I would have liked it to be glossy, but whatever. different versions of the album and artwork. And then here are some cool advertisements. Okay, educating the media on Kiss, backlash for Kiss, legacy. Just really just cool stuff. All new bizarre stage show. It must have been something else catching these guys in the early days and like, what in the hell is this all about? Here's a great picture of the original four. Gene, Peter, Ace, Paul. So there you have it. Like I say, one of my favorite albums. If I could go through the tracks and just say from Destroyer, the original album, Detroit Rock City, King of the Nighttime World, God of Thunder, look at this, Great Expectations, Flaming Youth, Sweet Pain, Shout It Out Loud, Beth, Do You Love Me? A lot of these songs are still played today by the band, who are on their farewell tour. And they're wrapping it up, they say. It's over in a couple of months and ends in New York. I don't know if I'm going. I'd love to be there. Tickets are very hard to come by and very pricey. And we shall see. We shall see. It would be nice to cover Kiss at least one more time before it's over for the website. And that brings me to the end of this. I hope you liked it. I'm going to try to do more of these things because they're good for the channel and they're good for just talking to you about what we're involved in addition to the editorial space that we're doing. So, all right, from the media high command here in beautiful Brooklyn, it's me, it's Ken from the Piercing Metal website. Thank you for watching. We ask that you do me a favor and please click subscribe on the channel, like and leave a comment on the video, and make sure you click the notification bell so you see what's coming up next. All right, here's to the hottest band in the world, Kiss. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.